Hello my dear friends, this is a PaintyKat. My name is Catherine. Today we're going to paint autumn landscape. This is a demonstration tutorial, sketch and also a real-time tutorial about this painting you can find on my Patreon. There we will create this landscape with all explanations step by step. This painting I can recommend for beginners. It's really easy if you know what to do. So let's see what we're gonna do. First, I already have my sketch transferred to a good quality watercolor paper. On my channel you can check tutorial about how to do it. You can print this sketch on just a simple print paper and then transfer it, very easy. And after we starting to paint, and we don't need to lose time for drawing sketch. It's very easy because the most effective time it's 40 minutes, maybe 1 hour from the beginning. So if you're a beginner in painting, it's very important for you to be really fresh and to pay the most attention on a paint work. Today I'm painting with gouache. I like these paints because of soft final look and because of matte finish, but it's up to you. This tutorial possible to create with oil or with acrylic. Steps absolutely the same. So I started from the sky and I put there a small amount of green, for more fresh and transparent look of the sky. And after I'm moving down closer to foreground, and here we will create grass. I already demonstrated this kind of brushes, zigzag brush. It's a flat brush, but it's half zigzag shaped edge. Perfect for grass, trust me, in one touch you're creating bunch of grass, and with each brush stroke you're going more and more and more, so grass going so fast, so easy. For foreground we will create some high contrast details, so here grass can look dark enough, even can be green, can be brown in some details, and I'm mixing here red also. Usually on autumn forest we have some falling leaves on the ground and on the grass, so that's why you can mix on a grass yellow, ochre, you can mix the green and the burnt umber all together. Most important, don't mix your color too well on a palette for this step, but better mix it on a paper. Put different colors together and blend it a little bit with your brush. This way your grass will look very beautiful. We almost done with first layer, but we have road in the center of a composition, so we have to complete it first, and after we will go for crowns, leaves, and later for trunks, twigs and branches. About road, I don't want to create it too dark, it's a light sand. And remember about our perspective. If road very far from us, it can look almost in those colors that we have on the grass there. And also I added green in the center of the road. It's a typical detail for roads in the forests, so I just like how it's looking. And blending a little bit with my zigzag brush. After we complete first layer, so we already have a color for our sky, for far forest and for grass, we're starting to detail. And transparent palette will really help to you on this step, because you can check shades and colors even before you will actually put it on a paper. We're going from light shades to deeper and deeper shades, and we're going from the background to the middle ground and then to foreground. For background, forest have to stay very light, so colors there, mostly white and yellow. Interesting moment in each landscape, you have to remember where sun is. So if you know from where you have a light, it's mean you know directions of your shadows, right? And where sun in this composition, it's just above our head here. So we're staying on a road, on a center, and sun, even if it's not visible, it's still here above our head. Light in autumn forest, very gentle, very soft and amber looking. If you ever been in the autumn forest when all crones turn to the red and yellow, you can imagine what I'm talking about, right? It's so special glow there, and let's just try to create it. I mean, why not to try, right? Brush here now for crones. It's a natural bristle. I removed it from the pole. As you can see, it's because of camera issue. Pole was too long, yeah. I could touch my camera with it, so I just remove it. And now it's looking more as a sponge, isn't it? And painting going the same. It's just as a brush print, you know, you're not making any strokes with it. It's just a printing, tap, 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 with many prints. Color, here go with any color you like in autumn forest. It can be green, light green. It can turn to ochre or yellow. It can be red. So many colors in autumn forests around, and I can really recommend to you go out and check the forests and parks and gardens around you. Check what types of trees you have there and what colors are there now. We all living in different countries, so autumn looking so different. It depends where you're living. Around me I have here mostly birch trees, so that's a type of a trees we're gonna paint for this landscape, and also maple tree here, very common. So maple leaves, it's so famous about red color, of course. Just remember about a rule. If it's an autumn forest, some parts of crones already fall down. So crones can have lots of distances between small groups of leaves, and the sky have to be visible through it. So I have so many empty spots between those leaves, and you have to follow this way if you really want to create light looking forest. And crones now lost some of their leaves. That's why we have so many light inside of the forest. If you will go there in the summer when crones are really thick, lots of shadows inside of the foresters, isn't it? But in autumn it's really gentle, I'd say unique amber light under the trees. So that's that effect we're gonna create here. Because of many lights, trunks will not looking dark. And again, I'm going today for beech trees, and it's well known about white color of the trunks. I plant now white color, trunks with white color, but point and a root area, root a little bit on top of it, usually dark enough. In the nature you can see there a black color even, but here in this landscape I would not recommend you go for black. This color can look too flat, too simple, I'd say, for landscapes. So mix it with anything. You can mix it with violet, with brown, I mean burnt umber. It can be black plus golden ochre. Just don't pick up simple black. By the way, about paper for landscapes in general, I really fall in love with canvas textured paper because it's giving us ability to create more details. You can use, for example, half dry paint and rub it a little bit on top, so texture will be more visible. And also, if you're thinking to move to the painting on a canvas, but still you learning how to paint on a paper, and a paper, trust me, more cheap than a canvas. To learn on a canvas can be expensive enough. So this is a very nice middle step between paper and a canvas. Very nice, so I can recommend it. You can create almost the same effects that you're gonna have on canvas later. My trees and trunks and twigs almost here. I used different type of brushes. Again, all explanation about it and about exactly mixes I'm using. Shades for trunks and birch trees in a real-time tutorial, but here I just want to explain main steps. Also, birch trees well known about those unique dark spots on it. My little son even called it a couple of times Dalmatians trees because of those cartoon about 101 Dalmatians. Looking kind of similar, isn't it? And again, in the forest there are so many of them, exactly as those puppets on a cartoon. So we have to create those spots one by one. Yes. Again, don't go for black. Black gonna look here too contrasted, of course, because it's a white trunk color. Mix black with a tiny amount of white, maybe with a violet, right? Maybe with a tiny amount of burnt umber. Color have to be delicate. You can go with a deeper tone, deeper color on those spots from where branches growing. There you can put a little bit deeper shade, but mostly don't create too contrasted spots. And it's have to be irregular because it's a wild nature. Don't put it, each 1 centimeter. Make different distances. Make it bigger or smaller. This way, those peach trees will look very, very natural. And the last step here on this composition, of course, it's all about foreground now. I want to create a group of very thin trees. I believe it's aspen trees, and these trees well known about different colors on autumn leaves. It can be all together green and very beautiful purple and red and orange and green. It's so different mixes. I want to create those leaves on foreground, and as soon as on step 1, the first layer we created here very dark grass, it's possible now to put here highest contrast. That's very nice for foreground, right? Soft, very light looking background, and opposite way, foreground contrasted, very beautiful colors. Pick all that you can find on your palette. Go for very saturated yellow. You can go here for red, especially if you're painting with acrylic, and just put here those leaves. Aspen trees can have kind of big leaves. So here I'm using just watercolor brush, and I put here many spots. That's it basically. After, you have to remove a tape. Also, you have to put your sign on your work and just be proud of your beautiful painting. It was a PaintyKat. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. More beautiful landscapes and compositions we will create together with you. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.